started the family business back in 1966, 50 years this year, so it's the 50th anniversary this year, and as well as working in school holidays as a young schoolboy, as soon as I left school at 16, I went to college and did the apprenticeship and advanced craft and the certificates that you did in that day and that era, and now I've taken over and I run the family business. I don't think I could stand going to the same place of work every day. You know, rolling in at 8 o'clock and clocking out at 5. Every day's different, and you set off at 8 o'clock in the morning. You think you know what you're doing, and by 10 past 8, phone's rung, and you're going in a completely opposite direction, doing something that you didn't know about. Simple as that. But over the last 19 years since we last did this sort of feature, it's changed massively, massively, from the way that we control systems. You know, with the introduction of wireless systems and apps for phones, and it's so important to have the energy conservation nowadays and to have the right controls on the system. And obviously appliances themselves have changed as well. Things have changed from home fluid stuff. It's massive. You know, the way that we put pipes and fittings together. When I started, it was all about cleaning the pipe and cleaning the fitting and applying the flux, and then we all went to plastic push fit, and now we've all gone, not all of us, but I certainly have gone across to press fittings, which you save so much, you know, on labour time for ourselves as installers and on cost for the customer. I started with the motorsport, always been involved from a very young age. Dad used to race karts, so I was always around the circuits as a 5 and 6 and 7 year old, back in the days of when Nigel Mansell was racing karts. And I always fancied getting involved. I went along to a track day, went to a racing school, did a couple of sessions, and as soon as it strapped me in, I was smitten and bitten by the bug, and been very fortunate to go away and find financial support from companies within the industry, and we're here today at Brands Hatch in the 14th year of what's known as the Fun Cup series in the UK. All the cars are identical, engines and gearboxes are sealed, exactly the same wheels, brakes, tyres, fuel for all the cars. It's all down to the drivers, it's all down to the pit strategy and the teamwork. The beauty about it for companies like Andrews, Water Heaters and Honeywell is the fact that it gives the opportunity for the manufacturers to invite installers like myself on a corporate day out that's not rugby, football, cricket, golf, that is a singular invite for the guy on his own. This is a unique experience to invite the installer to spend quality time with his wife and his kids. This series is unique in the fact that children are allowed in the paddock and in the pit garage. We can get the kids in the car all day long. The families can use the pit garage as a base. They can watch the pit stops from 2 metres away. They're not stuck out on the perimeter of the circuit behind a chain link fence. And that's what really, really works so well. It's that involvement for the families and the positive feedback that the manufacturers get that keeps the whole thing rolling along.